this round that will decide who goes into the top 6. Perpignan have a chance. They face a difficult evening at Pau, though. That's the Perpignan fans in good heart already, singing well as the local fans have set off with La Hugnade. This is a big, big weekend. These are the games all being played at the same time, as you see. Some ones to pick out there concerning the battle for the last couple of spots. Bayonne against Castres, Stade Francais, La Rochelle against Racing, and Pau against Perpignan. There you see it. La Rochelle with 62 points, Perpignan with 58. They can still get in. They can jump over Racing. It's all going to come down to what's happening around the country over the next couple of hours. Well, All Black legend Sam Whitelock returns to the Pau lineup after his concussion protocol in what's reported to be his final game of rugby before he retires. Brother Luke, however, not on show today. He's injured. First start for 21-year-old prop Hugo Parou. Well, this is the traditional Hugnade being sung in the background. The Perpignan lineup, with injuries to Allen, Crossdale and De La Fuente, mean an altered look for Perpignan. Tamopo returning in the centre for what may be his final game for the club, depending on whether they qualify, of course. Marcelo Tuilagi and Marvin Ori making a powerful engine room. Aussie Jake McIntyre at 10. Argentina's Joaquin Oviedo at number 8. And look out also for a couple of youngsters in the Perpignan setup today. 18-year-old prop Lorenzo Boye Gallardo. He's on the bench. He's played just a few minutes in one match. Really exciting prospect as a prop forward. And 21-year-old Joe Poulet, who is covering the backs. Another exciting prospect. Their time will come a little bit later on. The noise from the crowd rippling through to the players as they wait to come on. The on-harp going well. Sam Whitelock making his way out down the tunnel for what is expected to be his final game as a rugby player. 35 years old. And leaving Pau after just one season with his brother Luke, of course. Oh, what a reception. Well, for both teams. It's been a cracking season. Both sides have had their moments. Pau were up in the top 3 early on in the top half, and even up until last week, they harboured genuine thoughts of a place in the top 6. But they lost to Racing, which scuppered their hopes. Perpignan, though, they came back after 2 successive defeats with a cracking win last week at home to Bordeaux-Bègles, and that has given them this chance of getting into the playoffs. History doesn't bode well, though. Pau have won 78% of the matches in the top 14 between them. That could change tonight as Jake McIntyre gets Perpignan moving, hoists the ball down into the Pau 22. Gets lofted back with interest. Expect the noise levels to rise. Thibaut d'Aubagne, Tom Ecochard coming in at number 9 on the feed. Ecochard captaining Perpignan today. He's played every match this season. Penalty early on. Could be an early opportunity for Joe Simmons. There he is, he's got ball in hand. He's had such a great season, Joe Simmons. 237 points to his name, but this one, he's going to launch down into touch. And immediately, Pau are on the attack. They do like to get stuck in early. There it was. Fairly evidently not releasing the ball in the tackle. And now Pau with the first attacking moment. Sam Whitelock making his way up to the line out. Luca Ray looking for his jumper, and it is Guillaume Ducat who collects, and Pau breaking off the back. Good work by Beka Gorgadze, the Georgian skipper, still making ground. Perpignan get him down, and in fact, there's a little knock on. Real signs of intent from Pau in these early stages. They want to finish in the top 8, remember. They are currently in 9th position. They're 2 points behind 7th placed Perpignan. Castres in between them. And the top 8 go into the Champions Cup, and Pau have yet to do that. They want to get in there. That is the ambition for today. Perpignan, their ambition is straightforward. They must win the game. That's it. If they lose, there's a good chance they would miss out on the top 8 as well. So they've got to, for 2 reasons, they've got to win.
Pareil, on garde l'espace 3. Out! Flexion!
Settling in for the first scrummage. Thomas Cochard. Well, down they go, and it's a free kick for Pau. No control there in the front row. I think the finger being pointed at Ignacio Ruiz, the Argentine hooker. But now, what about this as an opportunity? Well, down they went straight away, and that was Sacha Lottery, and I think the loose head prop went slumping to his knees early on in the start there. Calling for another scrummage, and this time it'll be Thibaut d'Aubagne with the put-in. What a position. He's got Gorgadze at 8. Likes to break off the back. He's got Joe Simmons. And he's got some pace to burn, but once again, trouble in the scrummage. Neither side's getting it right. And this time it's Nicolas Corrato who is pinged, and it's a penalty. So a chance for Jake McIntyre to clear the Perpignan lines. They need to settle down, Perpignan. They need to get their hands on the ball now from the line out and look to build themselves a little platform. They haven't quite got into this game yet. Only in the 5th minute, of course.
Sur celle-là, je pense qu'il est bon. Liez-vous un peu plus loin.
Ignacio Ruiz. He did find Alan Brazo.
Si on commence à discuter 4e minute de jeu sur toutes les actions, ça pourrait faire. Il me semblait qu'il y avait un mètre, je serais vigilant. Ok? Touche ou mêlée? Touche ou mêlée?
Problems with the line out. Possession changes hands once more in the set piece. Pau get the put in. They've chosen the scrummage. I think it was closing up the corridor. Jumping across the corridor, basically.
Flexion.
Silly mistakes early on in the game. Just want to get your hands on the ball. Let your backs get their hands on the ball, get a feel of the ground underneath them. Once again, the scrummage goes down, and I think Pierre Brousset is going to have a little word.
On ne va pas lever les bras. Clairement, les deux, vous allez vers l'intérieur. Donc vous avez le coup d'en bas, vous allez lever. Vous allez avoir une liaison plus longue, un axe droit. Non, non, j'ai pas fini. 3 mêlées, 3 fois par terre de votre côté.
Sacha Lottery, excuse me. David Marty looking anxiously on from the touchlines. The Perpignan coaches.
Dans la liaison,
Frank Azama, who's the manager. Seb watching on from the side. 36 years old, made his last appearance for the club last week after a long, long career, which I think I'm right in saying dated back to 2011, perhaps earlier. Oh, once again, this is getting a bit silly. We haven't had a single clean scrummage yet. Yeah, shake of the head from Sebastian Piccaroni. Jake McIntyre. Again, we'll get the chance to wallop the ball upfield and give his line out a chance of collecting some ball. Very Damu coming to the front of the line now. Interesting move. This time, Perpignan do collect safely through Marvin Ori. And away they come. McIntyre throws the ball long. They've found a little bit of space with Lucas Dubois. Steps inside, lays it back. Oh, it's ripped away brilliantly. That is by the youngster Teo Atisogbe. Terrific work from him. So the turnover. Trying to grab it back again, Perpignan. It'll come back on the green side. Thibaut d'Aubagne has control at the back.
Ok, fini maintenant.
Ball for McIntyre. Looks to get the backs moving once again. In goes Tomopo. Almost getting in the way. McIntyre again. Just delaying the pass slightly before giving it on to Dugivalu. Crunching run from Oviedo. This is better from Perpignan as Posolo Tuilagi drives in. Makes a bit of ground, sucks in a couple of tacklers. Perpignan putting together their first decent passage of play here, a succession of phases. Tuilagi again used as the battering ram, brought down by Guillaume Duca.
Fini les mecs, fini. Il n'a qu'une main, il lève pas le ballon.
Step inside from Dubois. Ori feeds McIntyre. McIntyre again. Oh, he's drilled that time by Timur Manu. And Po have won the penalty. They got the advantage.
Stop! En jeu.
Clobbering the ball upfield. Tomopo looking to go once again. He's got some help. That's been ripped as well. Dearie me. Well, Perpignan being mullered in the breakdown here. Simmons has players outside. They've got the extra man, I think. The little chip through from Gaetan. Chases on. It's well collected by Veridamu. Jack Maddox back in the side. Missed last week's game against Racing. Not quite the pass that Simmons was wanted, but held on well, the Englishman. Still going, Joe Simmons. And this is good work from Po. Neat little pass off to Hugo Paru. His first start, Peru, in the top 14.
Pareil que le vert, pas de lift.
Youngster, just 21 years old, Peru. Simmons bringing the ball back inside. Borgazzi to Sasha Zeguer. Zeguer still going, bounced back onto his feet, closing in on the line. Still the green shirts of Po coming. This is not good news for the Catalans. Hugo Paru knocked back in the tackle, but lays the ball back well. Borgazzi always finds yards. He's got the support. Now, where's it going? Oh, it's a little knock on, I think, from Atisogbe, but they had the penalty for the offside. And and wouldn't be surprised if this is a three-pointer. Well, they've looked good with ball in hand. Pau.
Capitaine, option. Le temps est pas arrêté, s'il vous plaît. On sort option. Ok.
They're going to play it.
Ah. Ligne, ligne. No,
So
no,
it would have been the easy option to take 3 points. They're going for the 7. Quick tap. In goes the drive. Dobania is waiting. Gorgadze just held up short of the line. It's still there. Seguer is hanging off. Have they gone over? No, the ball coming back once again. Sam Whitelock is at the back, giving his muscle, still held up. Maddox has it. Can Maddox sneak through? He can. And there is the first try. It wasn't particularly tidy in the end, but that didn't matter. Jack Maddox snaking his way through for his 9th try of the season, and that puts Pau in front. 5 points to 0, with the kick still to come. Well, it bounced awkwardly, and that may have just confused the defenders a little bit. Maddox did well, stepped inside Marvin Ori, threw himself over the line for the try. Just that little ricochet off Bachelier.
Non, il n'y a pas de jeu déloyal, on a vérifié. Le 8 tombe, lui, dans la chute, pas de jeu déloyal.
Well, just going to check.
Je t'ai entendu. Tout est bon, Eric, tu m'as dit, le placard, c'est bon.
I believe over an action by Becca Gorgadze.
Non, c'est vous qui allez vers le sol, c'est un pick and go, vous allez vers le sol, il n'y a pas de jeu déloyal.
No, not checking, so that's fine. Sorry, my French letting me down on this occasion. Joe Simmons has the kick at goal. He's the leading point scorer in the top 14 so far this season. Cami Lopez, 20-odd points behind. Over it goes. He's been outstanding, Simmons, this season. He'll be disappointed that his side can't get into the playoffs, having done so well for Exeter, winning the English Premiership and indeed the European Cup. But it's been a good first season for him in France. So Perpignan have their work cut out now. Remember, they need to win this game if they are to make the top 6. If they do win the game, there's a very high likelihood they will, because the teams directly above them, La Rochelle and Racing, are facing off tonight. A draw in that match, incidentally, at La Rochelle would mean that both those two sides go through, no matter what Perpignan do, I think. It can get a bit confusing, the various connotations.
No.
Up and over it goes.
Le 1, c'est le 1, c'est ça. Avantage, 1 et 7 hors jeu. Timing mauvais.
Gorgadze held up. Sam Whitelock driving in, Ori can't get to him. Now there's a little bit of space out wide for Reece Hewitt. Oh, neatly done through the gap. Lovely opportunity for Luca Ray, the hooker. Did really well there. And that has again set Pau up. Oh, well intercepted by Lucas Dubois. Nick of time. Louis Dupichot doing well. A few dancing steps out of defence, looking to set the ball up. Back to McIntyre. Perpignan will be quite relieved to see that one flying into touch. Been under the cosh a little bit in this first 15 minutes. Lovely break by Luca Ray. Taken down by 2 players, didn't appear to be anything untoward there. Good intercept by Lucas Dubois. Ray has the line out. Nicely done. Back it comes. Simmons, Gorgadze. Zeguer in there as well, but going over the top. Giving the ball away, giving away the penalty. Has had quite an impact on this Perpignan side. Remember, Perpignan in the last 2 seasons finished 13th. They had to go through and play in the relegation playoff against the second team in the second division. Last season it was Grenoble. Got through that, so this is quite a difference for them. And of course, Grenoble will be back there next weekend. They lost to Vannes. Vannes promoted to the top 14, which is a fairly monumental moment for French rugby. A team from Brittany in the top 14. Perpignan going short. Ori collects nicely. Now, this is a good platform for them. Ecochard urging his forwards on. Waving his arms like the little general he is. There goes Ecochard. Talmopo making good yardage. Ecochard again. Jake McIntyre steps inside, looks for a gap. It's not there because Gailleton is in the way. And once again, holding on in the tackle. Not securing the ball in the breakdown. The turnover is there. Camera picks on Sam Whitelock there. There he is. Great work from the All Black. So all the huff and puff for Perpignan coming to nothing. They're back upfield, having to defend the line now. Saying about Vannes, yes, they are from Brittany. They are going to be in the top 14, top 14 next season. Grenoble will play Montpellier next Sunday to see who else will be in the top 14. The winner of that match will join them. Oh, it's on the floor again. Knocked on by Perpignan, the turnover. And away come Pau. Oh, there's a little bit of space here for Thomas Carroll. Oh, there's a high-ish tackle coming in from Dupichot. Maybe it was a shoulder barge. Whitelock drives on. The advantage is with Pau. Parou using his weight well. Simmons feeds, little pop pass. Maddox. Oh, this is going to be another try. It's beautifully done. And it's a try for Théo Atisogbe, the 19-year-old. Fantastic season for him. One of the breakout players in the top 14. That's his 6th try of the season. And it's no more than Pau have deserved. They lead by 12 points to 0. Beautifully done. And that was great work from Rhys Hewitt. Played an important link role there, just opened up the space. And a relatively comfortable run-in for Atisogbe at the end. He's got the pace. Just stepped inside, glided through for the try. Well, Perpignan are in a spot of bother now. It may not matter what happens in La Rochelle. If it continues like this, Perpignan will be struggling to make the top 8. If Pau win tonight, then they will overtake Perpignan. Depends a little bit on what happens at Castres as well, as Simmons pops over the points, 14-0. Castres are at Bayonne. Always a tough place to play, so that's certainly not a given. Lovely, lovely link work there. The two Aussies connecting nicely. Maddox to Hewitt. And in rolled Atisogbe. Atisogbe may well be one of those youngsters who goes off with France to South America in July. They had a tour. They have 2 tests against Argentina. They're playing 1 against Chile as well in the middle. 3 tests in a week, so they're going to need 2 test teams effectively. Although the top 14 finalists, perhaps even all semi-finalists, won't be included. So it'll be a downgraded French team in the sense that it won't be a full first 15. But even so, great opportunity to blood these young players. Emilian Gaetan will probably also be on that tour. Veridamu looking for a way around the outside. Perpignan need to strike back quickly now. They can't let this lead grow any bigger. Pasolo Tuilagi. I suspect he probably, well, he may go to Argentina. They may decide that he needs a little bit of a rest this season, having made his breakthrough on the international stage. The advantages with Perpignan. Tamopo. Hold up. Lucas Bachelier feeding, and the chip over the top. They're going to settle for the penalty. Bring them all the way back for the high tackle.
Okay, 12.
David Marty, the man on the mic. Frank Azama, the strategist, the team manager. Oh dear. Well, that's not a good sign as Jack Maddox breaks, gallops out of defence. Simmons feeds Gaetan. Oh, goes to ground. Simmons tidies up. Some nice passing going on. Luca Ray just straightening the line a little bit there, making a few yards. Throwing the ball long. Reece Hewitt out on the wing, inside for Atisogbe. Does well there. He's only a slip of a thing, Atisogbe, but he stands up well in the tackle, secures his ball. Gaetan is another huge talent. Gaetan's just 21, Atisogbe 19. Real depth in French rugby. Oh, it's a nice long pass out wide for Carroll. Relative oldie at 22, Thomas Carroll. Was that high? The crowd didn't like it. You can hear the boos and whistles around the ground. And Carroll looks as though he has taken a nasty one there. There's going to be a little stoppage, and I imagine there will be a little look. Take him in the ribs. Well, it's Veridamu who's gone in with it. It looked to me slightly as though Carroll almost ducked in a little bit. But he is very upright. Tavite Veridamu. Almost as if he wasn't expecting to have to make a tackle, and it was a second thought. But this is not good. This is not good. It's never nice to see players taken off, carried off. Thomas Carroll made a good start. He was looking good, the young winger. And that isn't. Looks like Axel Desperet is coming on.
Ouais, vas-y, dis-moi quel numéro. Ouais.
It is indeed Axel Desperet.
Reprise.
Played at full-back last week. Desperet scored an excellent try. Away they come. No foul, it seems. Perpignan coming away with it. Oh, was that a little knock forward? It's stolen once again. Poe just dominating the breakdowns here. Perpignan giving so much ball away. Oh, well, straight into the action is Desperé. Gets a little cuff around the ear. Perpignan are on fire at the moment. Sorry, Pau are on fire at the moment. Perpignan are getting their fingers burned badly. They're hanging on in defence. There's such a lot of space. There's Desperé again, throws. Jack Maddox collects. Well, he secured the ball. That was a little bit untidy. Just need to calm it down, fellas. Seguer.
Non, non, lui mettez pas le ballon dessus.
Guillaume Ducas wearing number 4. Sam Whitelock wearing 5. Pirouettes through one tackle, makes an extra metre. Seguer. Got the help of money. Drive is coming in. Oh, it's gone loose, but there's Gaetan. Can he get over? He can. That's try number 3 for Pau from Emilien Gaetan. His 6th of the season. And Pau are shredding Perpignan at the moment. Those hopes of a place in the top 6 in tatters. 19 points to 0 after 25 minutes. Pau lead, with a banker conversion for Simmons still to come.
Parfait, les gars. Merci. Je viens de boire, merci. Luc, Steph, des choses?
So Simmons lining up the kick.
Ne parle pas.
No mistake. Poor old Thomas Carroll, not in a good way at all.
Oh, attention, on attend hein, le timing. Ok. Premier autour. Fini maintenant. C'est molle. Sec, sec chez vous. Sec chez vous. Bonne entrée, pas moi. Ok.
Oh, the crowd absolutely loving this. Their team so on top. 3 tries to 0. Bonus point territory.
Jouez-le.
Well, such a shame they couldn't pick up anything last week against Racing. Dupichot goes a-flying, picks himself up. McIntyre feeding Veridamu. This needs a response. Perpignan have got to get themselves on the board to make this a contest, to give themselves a chance in the second half. Chiarelli held up. Oh, McIntyre has seen a gap, going nicely. Oviedo giving him a hand. Lovely little pass on inside. Oh, it's just not quite fallen for Louis Dupichot. And the whistle went and may have been an infringement. No, it's the knock-on. Oh, how frustrating for them. It looked as though Veridamu might have the legs, but the pass inside just couldn't hold on Dupichot. The ball bobbling forward. Simmons touched it down. But they're going to be back for that knock-on.
Reprise, les verts. Allez, on y va.
You can sense the frustration. So easy to sit on the sidelines and say, they need to do this, they need to do that. So much more difficult on the field, especially when you've got a Pau side. Absolutely on fire at the moment.
Flexion.
Perpignan just got to keep their control, keep their calm.
Lié. Jeu.
Problems again at scrum time.
C'est les deux.
Having a look, Perpignan were bottom of the top 14 after 6 rounds with just 4 points to their name, and at the same time, Pau were up in second place with 22.
Au gaucher jaune et droitier vert.
After round 11, they were second from bottom Perpignan.
d'enlever le pied, de pousser
And at the
tête à
halfway
tête,
point,
du coup on n'a pas de stabilité.
after 13
C'est le
rounds,
dernier avertissement.
they
La
were
prochaine fois où la
13,
mêlée tombe à
they were
l'impro, il y aura des
third
cartons.
from bottom.
Faites passer le message de
Pau at that point had
responsabiliser
dropped
les
to
autres.
6. Last warning from the referee, he says. All this mucking about in the scrum, get it right, he says, or there's going to be a few cards
les deux
flashed.
talons, on garde le pied. Parce que vous aussi, vous le reculez au départ. Allez.
It's a warm evening in Pau. It's 19 degrees. The weather looking okay at the moment. We were promised heavy rain and thunderstorms are around, well, just coming up to half time, probably in about another 5 minutes or so. We will see how good the forecasters are. Perhaps it'll drift past
Vous
us.
rentrez, il n'y a plus d'espace.
Once again, no joy at the scrummage. Perpignan get the benefit of the doubt. They get the free kick. And they opt for another scrummage. Buzz in the crowd at the moment. They are absolutely loving this. And of course, victory today would mean a top 8 finish for Pau, would mean Champions Cup rugby next season.
Flexion. Lié. Jeu.
Tom Ecochard makes the feed. In his 12th season with the club, Ecochard.
On se relève sous pression.
He would love to see them get into the top 6, of course. McIntyre with the long floated pass. Is there room? Coming back inside. It didn't quite work for Veridamu. He stays on his feet. Down he goes now.
Vantage.
Where is the ball? Where can they take the ball? Got to bring it back inside with Oviedo. Again, looking to the outside with Sasha Lotrian. The flop forward taking it on. Oviedo again. Doing well, the Argentine. Tuilagi drops it. But the penalty has been awarded.
Option là.
Careless from Tuilagi. Little
Pénalité ici
shake of the
hors-jeu
head.
ou pénalité là-bas sur la mêlée. Ici hors-jeu ou là-bas sur la mêlée.
Well, 2 penalties, they've got a choice. The guy that goes central, they're going central, taking the scrummage.
Capitaine le jeune. Vous laissez la pénalité ou l'autre? Ici, vous la voulez? Ici, allez.
Just double checking. Pierre Brousset. Big moment this. Still 9 minutes to go, 8 minutes to go before the half-time hooter. But there's a great chance now for Perpignan to start clawing their way back into this match. They trailed by 21 points to 0. It's a mountain of massive proportions now. Very upright, those front rows. In they go.
Arrêt du temps. 3 et
Looks as
1.
though cards are coming out for two prop forwards. They've been warned, Nicolas Corato and Sacha Lotrian.
Les deux travers, on fait mille et refaire. Ouais, mais c'est parce que j'ai sifflé avant. Les deux sont en travers au départ. Arrêt du temps.
Well, he has talked to them a few times, told them to sort themselves out. Having a little chat, presumably,
Les deux, gaucher,
about the referee.
C'est pour ça que ça vient sur vous après.
Denying all misdemeanors.
Gaucher, droitier, les deux sont en travers. On n'a pas de stabilité.
No stability, said Pierre Brousset. They were playing silly games with each other.
Contrôlez-moi ça.
Both sides down to 14.
Contrôlez-moi ça. En termes d'équipe, essayez de contrôler ça.
We are going to see the arrival of 18-year-old Lorenzo Boyer Gallardo.
Quel numéro du coup va sortir?
He's a very promising 18-year-old. 117 kilos. Future of the club, says Francais about Boyer Gallardo.
Chez les jeunes, le 11 sort.
Siate Tokalahi, slightly more experienced. So the props have changed. So we got Tokalahi on in place of Corato for Po at tight head, and Boyer Gallardo is on for Sacha Lotrian at loose head.
Joueurs dehors, donc on remet la rigueur. Reprise.
Boyer Gallardo had 8 minutes against Bordeaux, up against Ben Tamifuna.
Flexion.
That's the extent of his experience in the top 14. And there he is at loose head for the yellow shirts of Perpignan. Can he lend that stability? Well, it's gone walkabout again, the scrummage. Given the benefit of the doubt, he gets a little pat on the head.
Mais les tours avant d'avancer. Arrêt du temps. Gardez plus loin la liaison jusqu'au.
A little bit of a break.
Lui c'est pareil, il faut qu'il aime.
A little check, always frustrating when you're the player that's got to give way when someone else gets a yellow card to enable the front row to have its full complement.
Là, messieurs.
Down they settle once again. A couple of minutes has been chewed up.
Arrêt du temps. Est-ce que vous pouvez jouer la mêlée ou pas? Ok, changement.
Another change now.
Changement.
Looks like Hugo Parou, the 21-year-old, has done some damage to his shoulder. So Nacho Calles,
Contrôle bien le changement, Quentin.
another Argentine, will make his way onto the field. Well, this is an abrasive contest, there's absolutely no doubt about that. Good to see Calles back on the field. Ruptured his Achilles. He's only played one game so far. Returned against La Rochelle on May the 18th. Started that game, played 47 minutes, but that is it for him in the top 14 this season, until now. Looked better, it's come away with it with Oviedo. What can he do? He's still got the ball in hand, the number 8. Looking to pick and go around the corner. He's made another yard. It's there for Ekocha. Ori drives in. Ekocha. It's Ruiz driving in. Back he comes. Oviedo looks to bullock his way through, gets some help from Tuilagi. Ori standing off. Boya Gelado wearing 17 with the little white headband. There he goes, the 18-year-old. Well, that would have been some headline, wouldn't it? A first try, not to be yet, but still Perpignan have the ball. Oh, and to the backs it goes. Tamopo is held up. Quickly on, there it is. There is the try. It's Louis Dupichot who touches down, his second of the season. And maybe Perpignan just found a little lifeline. The space opened up, of course, 14 on the field for both sides. That lovely little flick on. Beautifully done. Just created a space for Dupichot. Lovely try. Not the easiest of kicks from the corner for Jake McIntyre from the touchline. .86 points to his name so far this season, Jake McIntyre. Of course, Tommaso Allen has taken quite a few kicks as well when he plays. Jake McIntyre playing his 24th game of the season. Started 22 of them. He's been such an important player for Perpignan this season, perhaps the most important player. This looks good. Has it just drifted wide? I think it has. It's just caught the wind, gone on past the post. So 21 points to 5. Po lead. Lovely work from Dugivalu. The Fijian with the lovely little flick on there. The green shirts back on the attack with Nathan Decron, a late replacement for Tumua Manu, in fact in the starting lineup. Jack Maddox. Oh, such a strong run on the inside. He's looking for Luca Ray. He goes forward. It's an odd one because I think Maddox may be correct in that one, in the fact that he passed it backwards. The ball then landed, bounced forward, was still behind him. The joy of the oval ball.
La stabilité beaucoup mieux de part et d'autre. On reste juste en haut jusqu'au bout. Allez.
Scrum settle once again. It's been such a contentious area of the game tonight, the scrummage. I can't recall a straightforward, simple put in, tap back, through the 8, collect and go. Every single one seems to have been very, very messy indeed. Perhaps this will be it. Ekoshar feeds. No, it goes down again in the front rows. The ball held up at the back. Well, it is Oviedo off the back, looking to power his way around the corner. Gets held up, lays it back. Ekoshar gets sucked in, but I think it's Reece Hewitt pulling in Ekoshar when he was on the ground. Not allowed to do that. So McIntyre will get the chance to kick for touch. Just a minute and a half now before the interval. Just looking around, La Rochelle leading Racing by 14 points to 6. Bayonne leading Castres by 10 points to 6. So the door is open for Perpignan. Trouble is, they are trailing by 21 points to 5. Worst place of all those three teams. Or four teams, I should say. La Rochelle obviously in there as well. Although they are more likely to go through anyway. Little timeout, Sam Whitelock.
Merci.
Just delivering a little calm down instruction. Alain Brazo, wearing number 7 for Perpignan, is the skipper. Experienced player, Alain Brazo. He's 31 now. Made his debut for Perpignan back in 2014. He's played 171 matches for them in that period. Perhaps not as many as you might imagine, but he has been busy as a student. He's now a Doctor of Oceanography, so he hasn't been slouching. More worries for Pau. And the stretcher comes out.
C'est pas moi qui contrôle. On verra ça plus tard.
Well, that front row has been quite a contentious area, difficult area, very abrasive. Perhaps the atmosphere of the evening, a little bit of pressure on both sides, but particularly on Perpignan. It has just unsettled them slightly. I'll tell you what, it's going to take more than that team of stretcher bearers to lug Siate Tokalahi off the field. Wearing 23, he's on this side, he's gone down under the, he's gone right down there, he's at the bottom of that lot, and that is nasty. That is nasty. And this is going to cause a problem, of course, because Nicola Carato is still on a yellow card. And Hugo Parou has already gone off injured. So Pau, at the moment, only have one serviceable prop, unless Yuri Delomel, who's the replacement hooker, is going to be coming on. Well, we've got Nacho Calles, Luca Ray in the front row. Yes, Yuri Delomel. Well, I'm not sure how much propping work hookers do on the training field these days. They are a different bill, but he may have to come on, and it may be uncontested scrums. Pierre Brousset will need to make a call on that. We still have a minute left of this first half, and then we're going to have 2.5 minutes at the start of the second half, with both teams down to 14, missing a prop. Well, a sorry old sight there. Siate Tokalahi, the Tonga prop, joined Pau from Otago in 2021. 32 years old now. Not the best way to end your season, being stretchered off. And it is taking 6 of them to carry that.
La ligne pour vous.
Yeah, that was nasty.
On attend le changement, il se fait strapper pour pouvoir rentrer. Le gauche peut jouer à droite, donc il va re-rentrer.
Well, it looks as though Hugo Parou has been fixed up. You can see the strapping on that shoulder, you don't need me to tell you that. Okay. So the 21-year-old, well, I may have thought his night was done, but back on he goes. He doesn't look in terribly good condition.
No, c'est pas le jaune, c'est le gaucher.
So one of them, Paru and Calais, both loose head props. One of them's going to have to switch over. I imagine they'll want to look after Paru's shoulder. At least keep him going for a few minutes. Get him through to half-time. The line out is taken by Luca Bachelier. Posolo Tuilagi drives on. Ekoshar feeds. In goes Boye Gallardo, the 18-year-old. McIntyre. Tomopo feeds. Oh, this is a beautiful run through the gap. Oh, super stuff from Veridamu. Support from Dugivalu. And Perpignan on a roll. This is good work from them. In drives Ignacio Ruiz. Boye Gallardo takes the ball in. Not short of confidence, the teenager. McIntyre on the switch with Tuilagi, another teenager. Still goes on Tuilagi. Nice little link there with McIntyre. He's dragged down. There's the try line at the top of the picture. Did the ball go forward? Luca Ray has it. Feed for Veridamu. Veridamu just less than 5 meters from the line. Ekoshar feeds. He's got the big props standing off. Boye Gallardo takes the ball in. Cacciarelli was with him. Around the corner goes Ignacio Ruiz. Just a metre or so from the line now. Still they go, still driving towards that pole line. I think Luca Ray may be on the wrong side. And that's Tuilagi going for the line. He's not quite made it, I don't think. Back the ball comes. Around the corner, and there it is. And that is a try for Laurencio Boye Gallardo, 18 years old. He's just come on the field. And what a way to mark just your second game coming off the bench in the top 14. A first try, Laurencio Boye Gallardo, take a bow. Perpignan just giving themselves a chance in this second half. Great run from Veridamu. Found Dugivalu. This is the Perpignan we've been seeing in the last few weeks that have been a little bit gun-shy in the first half an hour or so. Super stuff. Really exciting running game they play. Then setting it up for the big man. And how about this for a little bit of a fairy tale story? Laurencio Boye Gallardo gets his first try in the top 14. McIntyre has the kick. Oh dear, and he's hooked that one. Well, that is going to be painful. That was a two-pointer that they needed, having missed the first one. That is half-time. An extraordinary first half of rugby. It's Perpignan who need the win. They're trailing by 21 points to 10. You weren't around at the beginning of the match. Finally turning up. What have you got to do to win this match? We played 30 minutes catastrophique. That doesn't need translating. We need to carry on as we finish there, keep our hands on the ball and make ourselves some opportunities.
Thibaut, voilà, ces 10 dernières minutes qui sonnent comme un avertissement. Il va falloir faire encore plus pour mettre à distance ces Perpignanais.
Great advertisement for Rugby, but you've got to do more, haven't you? Yeah.
Les arrêts de jeu, on baisse en intensité, donc voilà, il va falloir.
Yeah, we lost a little bit of rhythm with all the stoppages. It's been an incredibly intense first half, and I think we 1-0. Back came Perpignan, tries some Dupichot, and the 18-year-old Boye Gallardo bringing them back into it, although McIntyre could convert neither of them. So 21 points to 10. Joe Simmons gets us underway for this second half, this last half last 40 minutes of regular season rugby in the top 14. Sure, Perpignan will have been told about the situations in the other matches. Racing losing at La Rochelle, but at the moment it's those two who occupy 5th and 6th. Victory for Perpignan would put them in the playoffs for the first time since the 2009-10 season. But it's a long way off at the moment. 11 points adrift. They have to start with the same intensity they showed at the end of the second half rather than that which they showed at the start of the first half, which was pretty non-existent. The ball bouncing loose. We have a change with Patrick Sobella having come on, and we also have Tongi Fatuilagi. So looking to spice things up front. Look. Well, still starting with 14 men apiece, of course, remember, with the two props off, Lotrian and Corato. And they are waiting to come back on. Veridamo saying the ball's in touch. Back it's come with that Luca Ray taking it on. D'Aubagne goes over the top. We haven't seen too much of the aerial route. Oh, it's a big tackle from Gaetan, but Jake McIntyre gets his hands on the ball. What can he do? He likes to launch. Oh, he's drifting through the gap. Closed up on him. Ekoja feeds. Oh, nice work again by the Perpignan backs. A little bit of a charge through from Ignacio. It's Oviedo. Oviedo going all the way to the line. And that is a try. And that has come from nothing. That's a wonderful piece of opportunism from Joaquin Oviedo. The Argentine, number 8, scoring his 3rd try of the season. And that brings Perpignan right back into this game at the start of the second half. Well, it was a big tackle. Look at this get out of jail, though. Nifty work from Veridamo and McIntyre. Ah, there he goes. There goes the number 8. He's got some wheels, hasn't he? He's fighting off the challenge from D'Aubagne, and through he goes for the try.
You
can hear the referee talking about a contact to the head. I don't know if he's having a... No, he's having a look at this.
Well,
McIntyre is lining up the kick. He's missed his first 2. There is a little bit of a breeze. He's got it right this time. Well, well, well. This is suddenly very, very interesting. Just 4 points in it now. It was 21 not so long ago. What a break. What a break from Oviedo.
Okay.
D'Aubagne never really stood a chance. What a try for the Argentine. Now Perpignan might begin to believe that they can win this. Shouts from the crowd that there was a knock on, but that hasn't stopped Tomopo from going through. Ekoja. Both sides back up to 15 now. Sacha Lotrian making his way on, so Peru has been able to make his way off. Sacha Seguin back on. And Lorenzo Boye Gallardo has also made his way off. Lucas Dubois allowed back on the field. on the wing for Perpignan. 3 tries each. Maddox going up there for the high ball. Gorgadze losing it in the tackle. Quite a turnaround, because for the first 20-25 minutes, the Pau forwards were all over Perpignan, but suddenly the Catalans have found a little bit of bite. They know this is a cup final, essentially. They win this, they get into the top 6. Lose it, they're out of the top 8.
Flexion.
Pau need to win to get into the top 8.
Lié.
They're currently 9th. No chance for them to get into the top 6, though. Ecochard with the feed. What can the yellow shirts of Perpignan do? Well, it was messy again.
Il n'y aura pas de récompense si ça part autour. Les deux vont en travers à refaire. Allez les gars. Allez, c'est parti.
Well, down they settle once again.
Out. Jusqu'au bout. Jusqu'au bout. Flexion. Lié. Allez.
Again, struggling to get it right in the scrummage.
Allez.
Scrummage coaches will be looking on with interest. Thomas Domingo for Pau and Perry Freshwater for Perpignan.
Flexion. Lié.
Wondering what's going on out there.
Jeu.
Again, it goes down in the front row. It's poor binding.
Travers. Travers.
It didn't look as though there was any binding on this side.
Pardon.
From Calais.
Retiens en travers.
He's pulling down. Having said that, it was probably a little bit of both. Both sides.
Le truc, c'est que j'ai une image, c'est que vous êtes en travers. Je vais être plus vigilant.
Perpignan have the wind in their sails at the moment.
Accès bon.
Catalan power. They were champions in 2009. Got to the final a year later. Been nowhere near since. Had a little stint in the second division on the way. But away they come now. Another break. They're looking good. The yellow shirts buzzing forward. Ecochard feeds.
Stop là.
Marvin Ori was held up there. In goes Veridamu. Alain Brazo. On the fly is Marvin Ori. Jake McIntyre is held up. Oh, it's gone loose. Oh, no, it hadn't gone loose enough. Jack Maddox thought it was a loose ball.
Ruck est formé, le joueur, je reviens jamais derrière.
Referee said no, the ruck had formed. It's a penalty for Perpignan. McIntyre finds the touch. Oh, these are dangerous days now for Pau. You can see the Catalan supporters, it's right in their corner, getting behind their team. The flags flying proudly. This is the moment. One of the moments. Ruiz finds Ori. Now the drive is on from the forwards. Where's Ruiz? He should usually have the ball. There he is. He's got the ball tucked under his arm. But he's not going to get anywhere with it. Ecochard having to dig it out. He's got Patrick Sabella waiting for it. There he is now. Sabella wearing 20. Lays the ball back. Ori just lending his weight as well, just protecting the ball. In goes Ruiz. He lays it back. Oviedo scored a wonderful 70-meter try just a few moments ago. It's still there for them. In goes Mathieu Tongi. Again, driven back, Sasha Lotrian this time. Pietro Ceccarelli. Oh, the ball gone loose, and this time Po do come away with it. And Dolbania happy to hoik it over the top. Oh, good work from Mati Sogbe, but also good work from the yellow shirts. They're in a little bit of trouble there now. Lucas Dubois, he's been stragged, he's holding on to the ball, he's given away the penalty. Well, that was great work. Great work from Po. Counter-attacking, remembering their game, really putting pressure on the catcher. They didn't let those two get away. Ati Sogbe was at the front of it. He's so quick. Was up on that ball so quickly. Now Joe Simmons just breathing, reminding his players that they still lead in this match by 21 points to 17. That was the moment, just popped out of control. It was well collected. There's Ati Sogbe, good work from him. Green shirts closing, Ati Sogbe in again. Good take from Guillaume Ducas. And Po coming forward, there it is, it's with Gorgadze. Luca Ray, the hooker, gets back onto his feet, has a second go. Lays it back this time. Now, has that come loose? Or is that Lucas Dubois? Well, a penalty. When you lead by 4, do you take the 3 points? Push it up to 7. Just get yourself back on the board and put a little bit of pressure back on the opposition. My inclination when you got a bloke like Joe Simmons in the side is take your 3 points at this stage, but this is French rugby. They are not all boring pragmatists like me.
Oui.
Although, on this occasion, it looks as though they are going the route of pragmatism. Joe Simmons.
Merci.
Lining up the penalty. He did miss a couple last week. No problem this time. Another 3 points on the board, and that will be a little bit of a relief for Po, because it just stops the wagon rolling in their direction.
Okay, arrêt du temps. Il est sorti, je pense, dans la but là-bas.
A swathe of substitutions, and Tuilagi returning.
Reprise.
Didn't catch all of those replacements.
Premier.
Dan Robson is one of them, wearing number 20. On for Thibaut d'Aubagne. Vatabua making his way on as well. Thibaut Amanu, who scored a good try last week, and Po came back against Racing. He is now on.
Pas de plaquage.
Ducas. Ducat leaving the club at the end of the season to head to Castres. May well have played his last for the last time in the green shirt. But then with rolling substitutions, he may well be back. The referee coming over to have a chat with David Marty. We don't see that too often in the top 14. The coach is being given a telling off. Usually pretty well behaved, so I'm not quite sure what David Marty was saying there. But it's Pau who have just managed to find a little bit of control, having conceded that early try in the second half. One making their way up the field. Yuri Delormel is the new hooker. Finds his man first time. Good work. Robson flings high for Simmons, who does well there. And now there's a little bit of freshness about the Pau play. Robson likes a quick ball. Simmons down the line. Now the chase is on. Atisogbe is after it. Oh, they're in a little bit of trouble here, Perpignan. They need to let this ball move. It is there. They have secured it. Koshar feeds McIntyre. Drills into touch. Just outside the 22. Pau running it straight back. Maddox with the long pass for Gaetan. Has he got space outside? There is Despair. Despair checks inside. Lays the ball back once again. Robson feeds. Oh, suddenly Pau are playing again. Robson. Oh, nice. Oh, there's the intercept from Jake McIntyre. I don't think he's got the legs to go all the way. Little punt forward. And Maddox is going to get back for it. Fellow countryman McIntyre brings him down. He'll enjoy that one. It's cleared into touch, but what a passage of play. Well, if it had been any... Well, I don't want to sound rude to Jake McIntyre. It was a terrific piece of work from him, but had it, say, been very Damu, that could have been curtains. He doesn't have the wheels or some of the others. But good work.
Six.
Martin Puech making his way on in place of Sacha Zeguer. Martin Puech going into retirement, we think, at the end of the season. Certainly he won't be with Pau next season. So again, a last outing for him. Been with the side since joining them from Colomiers in 2017. Oh, Tuilagi could be in the spot to bother. Not dangerous, says the referee, but it is a penalty. Well, he's sticking to his guns, Pierre Brousset, in spite of all the howls and whistles. Well, he wasn't dumped. A little bit ignominious for Sam Whitelock, I suppose. But not dangerous. He didn't plunge him. But I think he was walking the tightrope there, Pozzolo Tuilagi. Delormel finds his man. And changes with Farceau and Lamb coming on for Perpignan. Needing these fresh legs now to counter this Pau charge. Robson tidies up. Gorgadze drives into Tuilagi. Robson has hands on the ball. Hewitt has held up. Oh, there's a foot there coming in from Francais. The penalty is oh, there goes Gaetan. Had a sniff of the line there. They still have the advantage. Simmons can't make it through. Being scragged backwards, but does lay the ball back. Robson pops it up for Gorgadze. Gorgadze going for the... Surely they're going to score here. Gorgadze's right on the line. It's held up. Oh, there's a little knock on. Was that a deliberate? It was indeed a yellow card. Well, he's only just come on, but Celiala Lam makes his way up again. Excuse me, my eyes deceiving me. Fasalo.
On est d'accord? Et c'est de pénalité carton jaune.
And in fact, the penalty try being awarded. Well, there we go. Wasn't expecting the penalty try at that point, but the referee, fed up with the various infringements, a deliberate foul from Faso, preventing the score. Let's have a look at it again. A big drive. Robson is here. There was Faso with the knock-on as the ball was coming out to Amonu. Deemed to be a deliberate knock-on by the referee. Amonu in a try-scoring position. Yellow card, penalty try.
Il n'y a personne derrière le jaune. On attend, le temps est arrêté, je vais le reprendre. Ok, reprise.
They had two men outside. So, Pau back in front. Well, they were always in front, but stretching their lead back to 14 points. 31 points to 17 they lead. Well, that is bad news for Perpignan, obviously. Down to 14 men, conceding a try. Job Poulet wearing number 21.
Okay. Reprise, le jaune.
Had one game as a replacement against Stade Francais back in February. Started against Newcastle in Europe. This is just his second appearance in the top 14.
Okay, changement temporaire demande. Reprise.
Oh, Brazo with a bit of blood. So Lucas Bachelier returns to the field.
Flexion.
It looks as though Afosipa Tamopo is on the flank as well. Oh dear. Well, the scrummages really have been put in this throughout this game.
Espace.
Well, slightly surprised to see Veridamu leaving the field because such a dangerous player. He's got 12 tries to his name so far, Veridamu. It seems odd when you need to score tries to take off. Your most potent scoring force, but perhaps there's an injury that we didn't pick up. Who knows? Maddox feeds Atisogbe. Oh, the ball goes out of control. Sabella collects it again for Perpignan. Tomapu gets it moving. Big hoof upfield. Who's going to chase that? Towards the line. Simmons has it. He's got a tight angle. Drills it back into the 22 for McIntyre. McIntyre's going to go the aerial route as well. 20 minutes remaining, just under. Pau leading by 31 points to 17. Perpignan have just under 18 minutes. to breathe life back into their hopes of reaching the playoffs. Looked as though they'd done it just after half-time when they cut the gap to just 4 points. Now it's 14. Penalty.
Second man, red form. They were first, red form.
Well, doesn't matter how many internationals you've played, doesn't matter how many games of top-level rugby, how many World Cup winners' medals you've got. You'll still be on the wrong side of Pierre Brousset. Sam Whitelock. Didn't appear to be doing too much wrong there, but anyway. Perpignan with the kick into touch.
Six.
Here comes Alain Brazo. Perpignan still down to 14 men, of course, without Sotala Faso.
Touche ou mêlée. Pas droit. Ils sont obligés de jeter le soccer pour pouvoir compéter.
Things aren't going your way.
Gauche.
Ça serait bien qu'on en joue une de façon optimale et en haut.
A bit of a waste there. So important
Flexion.
for Perpignan to use these opportunities.
C'est pas pour vous, le 9 a échappé le ballon. Ah, c'est pas pour vous. C'est la soirée. Allez messieurs, on y repart.
We're in that period where the game is a little bit messy, all the changes that have been going on, the rhythm goes a little bit, it slows down. Errors.
Section. Lié. Jeu.
And Robson. Oh dear. This time the penalty goes to Bert. I'm not quite sure how the referee is judging this. I think it is a little bit by numbers. Both front rows, frankly, have been pretty open. Poor scrummaging. Simmons drives the ball upfield, and Poe have another chance. See, it was on the Perpignan tight head, I think. Coming in, boring in. Oh, that's messy. It's come back. Kotamopo. Is the replacement scrum half to Ilagi. Bulldozes his way in and gives away the penalty. Holding on. It's just messy from Perpignan. They've forgotten the rudiments. Clean play. Francais will be going out of his mind. So frustrated to watch this. They've played such good rugby in the last couple of months. Just forgetting about the basics. Clinging on. To be fair, well, that's Thomas Carroll on the crutches. Lovely take from Whitelock. Doing what he's been doing for almost 20 years.
Non.
In from Martin Puech.
Il n'y aura pas de pénalité
Dan
pour ça.
Robson has the ball in hand. In goes Nicola Carato. Robson. Puech. A little dink over the top. That's well taken by Tomopo. Played for Po a few years ago when they were in the second division. Tomopo. 2011 to 2014. This is a lovely break from Dugivalu. And still they go on. This is Job Poulet. McIntyre.
Avantage pris Saint-Malo là.
Rodor feeds.
Dans le 16.
Sobello drives in.
Avantage.
Rodor wants the ball back quickly. He's got the numbers. Standing off. Ori drives in, makes a few yards, just a few meters from the line now. Rodor again. Knocking at the door. Can Perpignan get back into this game? Rodor is there. There are gaps around. Gives it to McIntyre, not terribly tidy.
Ok, avantage.
Tomopo is held up.
Quatrième.
And just to get the ball down, it's with Rodor. Little dink through. That was not effective, but the penalty.
Non. Capitaine, 10.
The penalty had been awarded.
Capitaine, 8. Sur la même action, j'ai 4 fautes. 16 hors jeu, 16 qui perd Saint-Malo, Jacqueur et 10 hors jeu ici.
Well, a series of infractions,
sur la même action.
and it's Joe Simmons
4 fautes.
who cops the blame for it at the end. 4 faults, 4 penalties. Joe Simmons sent off for 10 minutes. Well, he wasn't. He was one of the infringers, one of the 4. He was the last of the 4.
La main.
So both sides now down to 14. Perpignan back to full strength any moment. Simmons, of course, the goal kicker for Po, but Perpignan have got to score now. Rodor. Boye Gallardo. Driven backwards. Rodor again. McIntyre is held up. There's an urgency. There is a steal. Perpignan reckon it was unfair. Referees let it go. Maddox clobbers the ball upfield. Finds touch. Dugivalu wanted to take a quickie, but no chance. Well, it'll be interesting to see that turnover again.
Il y a des changements, il y a des changements. Ici pour vous. Ok, reprise du temps.
So Perpignan should be back up to 15 now. Nemo Rolofsa has made his way onto the field, didn't notice him, but there he is, wearing 23. This is a nice break. Ball goes backwards. It's untidy, but it's there for Matteo Rodor. Tuilagi picks up, drives through the tackle of Martin Puech, but he is brought down. Sobello, the ball knocked forward, well, not backward, but it's collected by Po. Dan Robson has it. Why they come now. Again, it's untidy. Little scrag around the head. Maddox.
No! C'est bon. C'est bon.
Comment je peux faire en avant la balle? Le ballon va derrière.
Alors vous allez calmer. Déjà vous avez pas le droit de plonger au sol pour l'empêcher de jouer. Donc il y a avantage pour double refaire. vous touchez. On se calme, on recule. Non, 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 non. T'as mis off. Calme le 15. Je veux plus qu'il vienne pousser les joueurs à faire le sifflet. Prochain coup, pénalité retournée.
Les gars, on garde.
Ok.
Calme.
Reprise 10 qui peut jamais récupérer le ballon.
Time ticking away for Perpignan. Less than 10 minutes now. They still trail by 14 points. There will be an element of frustration. They conceded that penalty.
Mais non, moi je suis surpris aussi.
And if Pau can score from this, that could well be curtains for the Catalans.
Ouais.
Aguero is back on. Hewitt goes off. Sam Whitelock is still on. Takes the ball cleanly at the front. Terrific last work from Sam Whitelock in competitive rugby. He's been such an inspiration over the years. Robson piles in. Hewitt is there. 14-man Pau on the drive. Gorgadze feeds Calles. Little pick and go once again. This time rolling over too often. Penalty goes the other way now. What can Perpignan do? It's getting a little bit pushy-shovey.
Le joueur en pot sol empêche le contest.
7.5 minutes remaining. 14 points, let me rephrase that, 15 points needed by Perpignan to win this match. A draw would not be enough. La Rochelle are beating Racing. Racing have just scored. Door still open for Perpignan, but they need to score. They need to step it up a bit. They are wandering around as if they think they've got all afternoon, all evening. Oh, that's a bit messy. Rodor does well to scoop it away to McIntyre. Posolo Tuilagi goes on the charge. Does well, the big fella. They would have been offside there. They close that remarkably quickly. Oh, there's a little bit of a break here. Damu, and this is going to be a try, I think, for Perpignan. It is. Lucas Dubois scuttles in at the corner. Perpignan have just given themselves a sniff of a chance. Can they do it? They still trail. 31 points to 22. It's not an easy conversion, and this is going to be a really important kick a goal from McIntyre, because if he can nail this, it will just be 7 points back. Still not enough to win the match. Remember, they've got to win the match.
Okay.
In fact, McIntyre has handed over kicking duties to Matteo Rodor. Just come on a scrum half. And through she goes. So the switch works. Rodor adding the points. Great break by Veridamu. There he goes. I can't keep up with all the substitutions. I do apologise. A moment ago it looked as though Veridamu had gone off. Back on the field again. Alex Desperet has taken over at number 10. He's a good young player, Desperet. We'll hear more about him in the years to come, that's for sure. Now, what can Perpignan do? They've got just under 5 minutes. They need to score twice. It's a big, big ask.
On appuie sur le joueur.
Rodor, McIntyre, Veridamu again. Looking to find the gap. Get some help from Sabella. Tuilagi battering away, as he has done all evening, Tuilagi. McIntyre short one to Francais back on the field. Oh, through the break. This time goes Rodor. Now, has he got legs? Has he got support? Or was he tackled without the ball there by Dan Robson? Referee says it was a knock forward. But I would suggest that Robson put that tackle in before the ball landed. Maybe wrong. You can hear on the touchline David Marti wanting them to have a look on the video. Frank Azama as well. I think they've got a point. Certainly worth the look, surely. Well, frustration. That was so close to being another try, and that really would have given them such a great opportunity of winning this match. That may have gone now. They've got to score twice.
C'est bon, 1 mètre.
Checking the phones, seeing what's going on in the other matches. It's all over at La Rochelle. La Rochelle have beaten Racing by 24 points to 19. Perpignan, if they win this match, will qualify for the top 6. If they cannot, if they can only draw, or if they lose, they won't. Simple as that. And they've got 3 minutes to do it. They are running up against a green wall at the moment. Rodor feeding McIntyre to Ilagi, once again on his shoulder. The referee says it's gone forward, and I think that may well be that. They needed to score.
Le 5 derrière, le 23 vers l'avant, mais les verts.
J'ai pas touché le ballon.
Si, avec votre.
Je te jure que j'ai pas touché.
Il vous l'envoie dessus.
A little bit of a promise there from
Arrêt du temps. Arrêt du temps.
Perpignan players. I think as Rolfs are saying, I swear to you I didn't touch it. Well, I think you can see in the faces there, they know the opportunity has probably gone. Almost certainly. Just over 2 minutes remaining. They trail by 7 points. And they must wonder, poor old Jake McIntyre must wonder about those 2 conversions that went astray in the first half. Had those 2 on. Suddenly we're talking about a 3-point difference. A 1-score game. It's rugby, full of ifs and buts, and who knows, and whatevers. It's up on the board at the moment. Counts. Paloise 31, Perpignan 24, 78 minutes, and counting on the clock. Perpignan. They lose.
Les deux, je suis aligné, vous rentrez.
They may well miss out now on the top 8.
Non. Les deux, ils rentrent. Je suis aligné, les deux, vous rentrez. Allez. Allez. Ouais, mais là, c'est autant votre joueur. Hein. Ouais.
As things stand, Castro leading their game, Clermont winning their game. As things stand, Pau will finish 9th even in spite of winning, and Perpignan will drop to 10th. Both of them would miss out on Europe.
Genou.
Or at least on the Champions Cup.
Genou au sol.
Still the challenge game. We're into the last minute. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will appear to conclude the hard business.
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
With Pau calling the shots at the moment. They have ball in hand, they have the penalty. They will get the line out. It's Axel Desperé. Oh, that's a lovely touch from Desperé. Whoa. And that really puts Pau right in the box seat. And they are going to finish this game with a great opportunity of notching a 5th try and finishing off in style. Really disappointing for Perpignan. They played so well in this second half of the season. They turned it around wonderfully, but it just wasn't quite enough. They lost a couple of games which they probably should have won as Sam Whitelock takes his final line out in Rugby. Poe driving for the line. Robson feeds. The charge is in from Patabua. Robson goes and over. And guess who scores it? It had to be Sam Whitelock. His final act on a rugby field, crashing over in the corner for a wonderful, wonderful try to round off a simply magnificent career. Wow, the Stade rising for Sam Whitelock. Wonderfully played. He just lays himself off. There was no one there to stop him, but he powered over. They saw it, and you can see what it means to him. His second try of the season, his last try of the season, his last try for Poe, his last try in rugby. And, well, the ground does rise for a great player. In fact, the whole of world rugby should be getting off its backside at the moment and putting its hands together for one of the all-time greats. Made his debut for Canterbury back in 2008, played 153 tests for the All Blacks, won 2 World Cup medals in 2015 and 2019, came within a whisker of adding a third in 2023. Never mind your jersey, it's a great farewell to a genuine rugby legend. Sam Whitelock, take a bow. The kick is not good, but that does not matter. The game is over. The season is over for both of these two sides. Pau have beaten Perpignan by 36 points to 24. Sam Whitelock has played his last game of rugby. What a performance in the end. A 5th try coming from Sam Whitelock in the 80th minute. You could not have written the script better. Well, there was a little bit